Ohio Sports presents the high school football game of the week. Tonight from Memorial Stadium on the campus of A.L. Brown, it's the A.L. Brown Wonders of Kannapolis hosting the Spiders from Concord. Good evening, everyone. I'm Randy Whitley along with Woody Kane, and it's the annual Battle of the Bell. And that's the understatement. That's one of the coveted possessions they're fighting for tonight.
That's right. You can say without a doubt it's really great to be here tonight. That's one time it's not a cliche.
And I can also say I've been like this before. This is about 20 straight for me. This is the 64th renewal of one of the state's most colorful rivalries, Woody.
Amazing. The rivalry just gets better and better every year. People trying to pick this game, Concord wins, Kannapolis wins. This game could just as easily be 35-32 as it could be 7-6. You throw everything out the window when this thing starts up, and I'm ready for a great game.
Well, Concord, of course, already has clinched the co-championship. For Kannapolis, they got to win. They'll be the #1 seed. They'll be co-champions with Kannapolis. But if Concord wins, Kannapolis loses, man, it's all crazy from there on out.
It could still be up in the air, but I think one thing to watch very closely tonight is the quarterback matchup. You've got Chad Sloop, who's completing his second year as the starter at quarterback for the Spiders. Then for Kannapolis, you've got Sean Allen. You could say young Sean Allen. He started his first game at homecoming and led them to a 42-0 win. They won an emotional game over Northwest last week. Will he be up to the Bell game challenge tonight? We'll find out.
Well, with that Spider defense, it's going to be an old Sean Allen because he's going to grow up in a hurry. You got a feeling for that. But so many integral parts. We talked about the players. We talked about the coaches. We talked about the Bell. There's about 10,000 people over here waiting, and the electricity is definitely here tonight.
It really is, and I think as we go to break, let's go ahead and make the noise.
Okay, yeah, we're going to ring it here. All right,
here we go.
Do it. We'll be back. As we return to Memorial Stadium, Randy Whitley along with Woody Kane, and earlier Steve Gant was on the field with some folks who it's always a pleasure to talk to anybody connected with the Shrine Bowl, and from the Shrine Bowl committee, Coy Coley and Jim Adams, and these were their comments a few minutes ago.
Jim Adams. Thanks, Randy Woody. We're here with two distinguished guests from the Shrine Bowl, Coy Coley and Jim Adams. Welcome to Kannapolis, gentlemen.
It's good to be here tonight. We've got an excellent night for a football game, and we're going to see some outstanding talent from both coaches.
Okay, tell us briefly what you guys are doing here and what's happening with the Shrine game, the Shrine Bowl.
Well, Steve, this year, of course, we're looking, this is the second time that we have had a chance to move the ball game so that we would have all of the North Carolina players playing. As you know, in the past, for the last 9 years, we've had a competition between the Shrine Bowl and the championship games of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, which every year has prevented us from getting about 6 or 7 of the top players in North Carolina. And if we'd not changed the game last year, we'd have lost our head coach too. That's been eliminated now, and North Carolina people are looking forward to winning some more football games for a change.
I tell you, you answered my next question. It's definitely going to help the North Carolina squad. It seems like every year we go down there underdogs and then come out with the tail kicking, and here in Carolinas we don't like that.
Well, that's true. Last year, if it had not been for that, Kenny Brown and the head coach would not have been at the ball game. We saw North Carolina win decisively in a 9-0 ball game. First time South Carolina's been shut out since 1945. So we know the Sandlappers are going to be out for revenge this year, so it'll be a ferocious ball game. It should be good.
I'm going to put you two gentlemen on the spot. You guys have seen a lot of ball at the Shrine games. Any superstars now in the NFL that get played in the Shrine games?
Well, I think one person a lot of people remember real well is Refrigerator Perry. He's still playing in the pros. You've got a lot of guys from also in the North Carolina.
We've got about 15 now that are playing in the James Brim, the great Wake Forest player. We've got a lot of. I think last time I came, we had a total of 15 playing in the NFL now from North and South Carolina.
Okay, guys, tell us briefly when the game will be and what we can look for.
The game will be this year on December 17th. Kickoff is at 12:30 in Charlotte Memorial Stadium. We saw last year the ticket sales, the highest we've had in 5 years. People need to remember, too, in 1996, we have a new home. The Carolina Panthers have shown their support and granted us the opportunity to play in their new stadium. It'd be excellent if we could fill up that stadium with 72,000 people for the Shrine Bowl. But we want to challenge everybody to come out to the 1994 Shrine Bowl, see an excellent ball game, and support the crippled and burnt child.
I guarantee you we'll be there. Thanks for visiting us here in Kannapolis, and good luck.
Thanks, Steve.
Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Steve. 64th meeting between Kannapolis and Concord. Kannapolis, incidentally, 25 wins. Concord, 34 wins. And there have been 4 ties in this illustrious series. Kannapolis has not lost this game, Woody, at home, but just twice since 1976, and the last time was 1986. So, you know, if those numbers don't count, what can we say?
It's amazing. That's why you throw the record books out here. Anything can happen in this game.
Speaking of that, let's talk to the players. We've talked, or the coaches, I should say. We've talked about the series, a little bit about the players. Earlier, Steve Gant caught up with Bob Jacobs.
Thanks, Randy Woody. We're here with Coach Bob Jacobs. I tell you what, Jake, everything that can be said or be printed has already been said and done this week. What can we possibly talk about? A great, great night here in Kannapolis, North Carolina, and a great, great ball game coming up.
Well, I think it's going to be a great ball game, Steve. The kids, our kids are very high. That we've had 4 good days of practice. I'm sure Easy and his kids have had the same thing. A lot of motion, as you can see in the stands already. They've been here since about 12 o'clock, and I look for a good ball game.
How is the team healthy, and what do you tell these guys? I mean, you know, somewhat, let's face it, Concord's got a good ball team. You guys have got a strong defensive team. We're looking for a defensive battle. What do you tell you guys?
Well, being the offensive line coach, you know, we try and tell them we got to establish a line of scrimmage to start with. But you're right. Concord's a good football team, and we have a great defensive team. And, I think it's going to be a tough battle.
We've got a young quarterback back there. He's proven himself. How's he feeling tonight?
Super, I hope. He had 4 good days of practice. You're going to see him do a lot of things that you haven't seen him do with the football.
Jake, any surprises or any trick plays?
No, you can't trick Concord. We know each other too well.
I tell you what, you know, people here in the stands and our people at home watch this ball game. They think it's just for the Battle of the Bell. They think it's just for the conference, but it's a tough assignment next week.
It's a tough assignment next week. You know, the loser has to go to High Point Andrews.
Winner gets to stay home against another tough team.
Yeah, that'd be either Glenn or West Carver, if I'm not mistaken. Whoever wins there tonight.
Regardless of where you go, whether you stay at home or whether you travel, it's a tough ball game.
I agree with you 100%.
I tell you, Jake, I know we usually talking to Bruce at this time. Boy, he's tight. He's got a lot on his mind. We won't bother him, but we want to thank you for talking to us, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, back to you.
I think Jake knows a little bit about High Point Andrews because that guy used to coach here, Bob Boswell, had a little bit to do with High Point Andrews.
Well, Concord had something to do with them last year, too. They went up there and battled them well for a half, and then the game got away from them after that.
Well, we'll be back with more pregame from Memorial Stadium in just a moment.
Flag captain, represented by Juanita.
As we return to Memorial Stadium, the teams are on the field. The co-captains are meeting at the center, and that's where we'll go right now.
I'll be glad to do that. You're the visitor. Heads, tails, call it in the air if you would. If I drop it, we'll do it again. In the air. Heads. You call them heads. It's tails. You want the toss. You want the ball. You want to defend the scoreboard. You're going here. Back to the scoreboard. Back to the scoreboard. Back to the scoreboard.
When he came, the offensive and defensive starting lineups. First for Concord.
There you see Chad Sloop, the quarterback, Cody Robinson, the fullback. He'll also be on defense. Maurice Kennedy had a huge game last week. Marty Barnhart, Lee Black, John Fulgen, Kelly Forrest, Will Rinker, Miller, Trick Deal, and King along the line for the Spiders on offense. Taking a look at their defense, Herlocker, Forrest, Deal, Peterson, Kennedy, Helms, Sloop, Robinson, Davis, Black, and Fulgham. Turning it over to the A.L. Brown offense, Sean Allen, the quarterback, the sophomore, leading the way. Douglas and Lawson in the backfield, Uri, Ford, and Bennett, the receiving corps. Johnson, Butler, Reeder, Teal, and Shank along the line for Kannapolis. And on the defense, Coleman, Rice, Douglas. Watch James Williams. He had a big fumble return, 40-some yards last week. Cook, Teal, Barbie, Rivers, Russell, Watt, and Lawson for the Kannapolis D.
We're ready to start it up, as they say.
Let's get ready to rumble. 4 quarters
of championship football.
There you go.
Here's Eric Cole, number 23 for the Spiders. And he'll be kicking deep. 26 is Bobby Lawson. Deron Ford is 31. And the fans, I tell you, they are just ready.
They're packed in here. They're all on their feet, ready to go for the kickoff. Well, you can just feel the electricity in the air here.
Well, it comes down to this. It means a lot more than the bell. Playoff positions, co-championships, the SPC title, it's all on the line, and you couldn't have written a script any better. The 64th meeting is underway. It'll be Deron Ford at the 13. Out across the 30, 35, near the 30-yard line. That's where the Wonder offense will start. First down and 10. Chad Sloop, the starting quarterback, among other things he does on this team with the tackle.
Yeah, he's an underrated defensive player. He started playing defense before he was the quarterback for the Spiders on a full-time basis. But looking now in the backfield for the Wonders, you see the man we're going to keep an eye on right there, number 6, Sean Allen, the sophomore.
What a baptism under fire.
Yeah.
High formation for the Wonders with 2 split wide at the 29-yard line. It will be Lawson, tackled after about a yard gain. Looked like number 50, Kelly Forrest, the outstanding senior defensive lineman over there.
I think Kelly got a little bit of penetration there and was able to bust that play up before it got going.
We were looking at the talking about the series and the tradition. Coach Smith, Coach Harden, they've won about, almost 280 games between them. 32 years experience out there, 71% winning decisions. You can't ask for much better. Allen come in on the option. Lawson makes the catch, cuts it, and he's in the clear. Midfield, 1 man to beat. Can they catch him? A good block at the 30, and Bobby Lawson will take it the distance. Touchdown Wonders.
That is where Sean Allen can be dangerous, Randy. He is very quick. He can draw defenses to him. He made the pitch. They almost bobbled it. But Concord could not catch Bobby Lawson. Some good blocking downfield.
70 yards on the option run. We watch it again, Woody.
Take a look at him. You see him right here draw the defense. And there's the pitch. Bobbled a little bit. Lawson avoids a tackle there. And he's off to the races down the sidelines. Watch this block right here. He may have touched him in the back a little bit.
Well, Lott actually came back and made another block and kept somebody off of him. Wonders score with 10:53 to go in the opening period.
Wow.
We were talking about a defensive struggle. It could be a track meet. 2 plays and 70 yards to Plessy for the extra point, and the Wonders have broken out quickly. 7-0. Kannapolis kickoff is next. Bruce Harden has got to be extremely pleased right now with the way his offense has performed here.
Well, he looks as surprised as we are. He had that 70-yard play in the book, though. He drew that up on the chalkboard right before they came down. But the option is going to be key for Kannapolis with Sean Allen in the backfield, Randy. You talked about it before the game. He's so quick back there, he can make things happen.
Now it is the Concord offense and their turn as Dwayne Uri will come forward, squibs it, and Black having trouble, picks it up now at about the 14. He is dangerous now. And the Wonders do contain him downfield after about a 10 or 12-yard return. So the high-powered Concord Spider offense, they can do the same thing just as quickly here onto the field.
Kannapolis has an excellent run defense, Randy. We've seen them grind teams to a halt in the games we've seen. Where they've had a little bit of trouble is they occasionally give up the big pass play. North Rowan did it to them. They're facing an offensive attack here tonight that can hook up with a big pass play in just a minute as well.
Fulgham and Black, those deep threats are to the bottom of your screen. And we've got an official officials' timeout. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like one of the Concord players may have flinched. If we look at it again, we might be able to see which one it was, but there's the call.
Woody, certainly a game of adrenaline, a game of emotion early. It takes maybe a couple of series or...
Let's see if we can pick up who flinched here for the Spiders. It looked like maybe right beside the center.
There's the big J.
Yeah, man, that thing gets bigger every year, doesn't it?
That's another one of Mr. Plummer's inventions there.
Yeah, so the Spiders now 1st and 15.
At the 21-yard line. Sloop going to the air out of the flat. He's got Black, and he is open. Good block. 30, 35, busted out of bounds. It'll be a first down for Concord.
And you know, Randy, Lee Black was about 2 steps from doing the same thing for the Spiders that we just saw Bobby Lawson do.
Are these guys pumped or what?
Well, if you can't get up for a game like this, you might as well just give up football.
Yeah. Apparently, we're just glad to see that there is a local interest in this, judging by the number of the banks have been filled.
Yeah. The estimate we heard earlier was, what, about 8,000?
I think that was sitting. I don't know how many standing.
Yeah.
Probably going to have 10 before it's over. This will be Maurice Kennedy, and he will hit out the left side, out to the 44, maybe the 45-yard line. It was number 60, Larry Coleman, one of the senior nose guard initially there for the Wonder defense.
That's what we saw this Concord team do against Central last week. We rarely saw Kennedy break the big run, but he pounded for 4, 5, 6 yards all night long and just eventually wore the defense down. He's a banger.
Black and Fulgham are split to the bottom of your screen on 2nd and 4, just shy of their own 45. Kennedy again hit at the line of scrimmage. Somebody was waiting with open arms that time, and I believe it was once again Coleman.
Somebody got a hand on one of his legs right before he was able to cut. Put it down the ground. There's Ben Teal, the linebacker, and what an outstanding career he's had here for the Wonders.
Speaking of the defenses, Kannapolis' defense has given up a little over 8 points a game. Concord a little over 6, not quite, well, a little over a touchdown. So it might be thought a defensive battle. Let's put it this way: the defense for Concord's already given up their average. Key third down player, Sloop, coming down the line. He'll keep it, cuts it upfield, breaks it into the secondary, and can they catch him? Benny Russell, the last man. Touchdown, Concord.
And he dives into the end zone and rolls over Randy. Oh my goodness, what is going on here?
55 yards on the Sloop keeper.
Oh, they're just throwing haymakers at each other right now. You know, it's like 2 big heavyweights just slugging it out. You see the nice fake there. It drew a lot of the defenders, and Sloop made the good decision to cut it back towards the middle after he had pulled the defense off. Look at Williams chasing him. He is fast.
James. Them cleats does wonders. Out of the hole to Brandon Helms, Eric Cole for the extra point attempt to tie it. It is blocked.
85 got it to the Wonders.
That may have been Gino Rivers.
Yep.
That is the man who has kept it untied for the moment. 8:54 left, opening quarter, folks. Don't go away. Woody, it took the Spiders 4 plays to go 76 yards and 1 minute 59 seconds.
Randy, we've got 13 points on the board, and there's still 9 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Well, the first punches have been thrown. This is a squibber, and let's see who's going to pick it. Looks like Haney this time. And he is crushed at about the 30-yard line. Spiders defensively are all over him that time.
Well, now let's see if things settle into a little bit of a groove here, Randy. They've both thrown their big punches right now and staggered the other team. So let's see if the defenses kind of settle down and have some of that opening adrenaline out of their system and settle into a groove right here.
We need Mike Buff now is in the green corner. Wonder sent it out of the eye with 3 wide receivers this time for Sean Allen. Lott is the man in motion. Allen going to keep it. You got a quarterback that does a little bit more running maybe than the Tyndall formation, and he got a couple.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I'll be interested to see his first pass to see how, because I've heard he has really got a cannon and can throw it on a rope, but that's just something to make the Concord defense think, you know, and now they'll have to jot that down in their memory banks and be ready for him to go up the middle at any time.
Well, boy, both these teams are running the football. We may not see many passes tonight. Lott is the man in motion again. 2nd and 8 from the 32. Toss this time. Lawson looks for the hole. and almost got outside. Well, he did, out to the 26-yard line. Just kind of worked his way down the line. Damian Davis, the linebacker for the Spiders, coming up from the strong side to make the tackle.
And that play was contained very nicely by the Spider defense. Lawson had to take that one a route he wouldn't have chosen if he had his first pick that time. But a big third down play coming up here for Sean Allen and the Wonders.
You can pass, you can throw, you can option 3rd and 4. It keeps the defenses guessing. Let's see what Bruce Harden is calling. Watt is in motion, and it will be turned up. Second effort, I don't think so. He's going to be about a half a yard short. Marty Barnhart, the junior, making the tackle for the Spiders.
At least he was the first player there. Sean Allen went down the line with the option that time, and he's signaling that it's a couple of inches, but looks like it may be a little more than that. But Bruce Harden says we're not going to take any chances this early.
Well, they got the lead right now, so we saw him go for that fakearoo at Central Cabira several weeks ago. Dwayne Urey on to punt. He's done an outstanding job this year for Concord, as is that, for Kannapolis. Speaking of Concord, Lee Black, enormous contribution this year, especially in the special teams.
They're just kicking away from it.
Spiders peel for the return. Urey gets it high.
What a kick.
And signaling for a fair catch is Black at the 25-yard line. Well, that's just as good as kicking it away from him.
Boy, a nice kick there. Bruce Harden got to be pleased because that could easily have been a low kick and a nice return for Lee Black, but he bottled him up with a kick there.
Well, the Spider defense made some adjustments. Let's see what the Wonder defense can do now. Well, it's a chess game early, isn't it?
It always ends in this bell game. There's so many weapons on both teams, particularly on the Concord side. You talked about it during the break there. They made him think pass with Lee Black right off the bat and then went back immediately with the run and stuck with that.
Cody Robinson and Kennedy in the backfield out of the eye from the 25. And it'll be Robinson busting the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, and you got to try to see what's going on. Take your pick. Larry Rice.
I saw Joey Gillespie, number 25, in there.
And others.
Yeah, that's a list. There's Easy Smith. Gordon Brown right beside him.
Gordon looked good with that hat on tonight.
Yeah, Gordon's still pretty quick for an older guy, you know?
Yeah, I understand he burnt somebody in practice, didn't he?
That's what I heard.
Running, that is, folks.
Yeah,
not literally.
yeah.
Okay. Second and a long 9. Salute play fake. Going out in the flat. He's got Fulgham and an open field tackle. Crunch. Who came up and got him? That was Benny Russell, senior corner.
And that is the key with John Fulgham, Randy. How many times have we seen him get that little short pass out in the flat, make one move, and there's nobody else to stop him all the way down?
I tell you, he didn't have a chance to make the move because Russell was closing in a hurry. He had his phasers locked. Key third down play here for Concord. They need 2 at the 33-yard line. Let's see if Mo gets it. Yep, there he is. And, depending on the spot. This, once again, similar to the Kannapolis drive, a better to go.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. Somebody got one of his legs out from under him there in the backfield. Some good penetration by the Kannapolis defense. Looks like they're going to measure. It looks like he may have it. If that's the spot they're going to give him, I think he's got it.
Close enough.
Yeah, Kelly Forrest there signaling we got it, but they're going to make him come out and measure, looks like.
I think Ben Teal, the defensive captain, has the option. He can ask for the measurement. Clock stopped with 5:04 to go in the opening period. Wonders up 7-6 over the Spiders.
Well, you get a game with this much emotion, this much intensity. You get guys pursuing every which way, and that's when you see the big plays like we've had early in this game. Here's the measure. I think he's got it. Yeah.
Oh, yes. They got the long ball in there tonight, guys.
Yeah.
First down for the Concord Spiders. They'll keep the possession.
And let's see if they try to get the ball here again to Lee Black on first down. We saw that in the first series.
We saw a shot of Kannapolis cheerleader a while ago, talking about practicing all season. Now, these cheerleaders, this is their big game tonight, too.
Yeah, the bands, everybody.
2 receivers split to the top of your screen on first down. 35-yard line. Oops. Will Joe Rinker, the left tackle, went on the hard count that time, and that'll cost the Spiders 5.
A little bit too anxious. There you see E.Z. Smith giving a play to Lee Black to bring back in.
Maurice Candidate over 1,000 yards rushing this year. Chad Sloop passing over 1,000 yards. Lee Black catching over about 1,000 touchdowns. Yeah, you could hit the Century Club before it's over with. That's just to name a few.
Well, this is the second time here Concord's going to start 1st and 15.
Sloop looking, plenty of protection. He'll go deep. Fulgham open, incomplete, overthrown. He had number 5, A.J. Lott, trailing him.
Hey, he was in front of him, actually. John Fulgham was trying to catch up. He was open, that ball just a little bit long.
I looked downfield when he got the ball. He was trailing him, and then he was in front. That is
the key, though, to that play was Lee Black. I mean, not Lee Black. Chad Sloop had all day to throw that ball.
Good coverage by the Wonder defense. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. Clock stops. 4:38 left, first period. Annapolis with that familiar 5-2 defensive front. Mike Lambeth always prepares that defense well. Play fake, slant, incomplete, just a little underthrown. Lee Black said, man, I was interfered with, but no flags.
I think that was a pretty clean play. He got his hands on it, but it was a little bit out in front of him, and he couldn't bring it in. So now here's an opportunity for Rice and Williams and the rest of that Wonder line to pin their ears back and come hard, because you know it's going to be a pass here.
A lot of sophomores in this game tonight. Starting, folks. I was sitting there just in awe. We were that close to the most coveted possession out here, and nobody was bothering us. Play fake, Sloop. Oh, what a pop.
Benny Russell got him right in the leg that time. It looks like Lee's going to be okay. He gets back up, and Spiders will have to punt it away, but a good shot by that guy, Benny Russell.
Lee Black just giving his body up. The pass a little bit off his fingertips, and that's a sign of a good receiver out there when you can do that. Just throw your body up for grabs.
Well, after the fireworks, Randy, they've kind of let us take a breath here for a little bit.
Gonna get to see Brandon Helms punted away, standing inside his own 20. Wonders Peel for the return, and Brownie gets off an excellent kick. Lawson Fields, fumbles, picks up 35, 40, breaks a tackle, and will go down at the 45. Looking like number 9, Cody Robinson down there, among others, on the coverage. That was exciting.
Yeah, that was dangerous. You know, Bruce Harden took a deep breath over there. That ball went on the ground, because
now he's taking a deep breath. He wasn't breathing there for a minute.
And Sean Allen counting his players, and good field position here for the Wonders.
Not bad. Your own 45-yard line. Lott is split to the top of your screen as one wide out in this set. Lawson trying the right side, bangs his way for about 3.
He really took a shot there right at the line of scrimmage. He rolled off of it, was able to pick up some nice yardage.
Well, winner of this game will get the number 1 seed and the South Piedmont Conference representative in the playoffs. That was Buster Plummer's new addition. The lighting excellent this year, Buster.
4-star club up there.
He's got a new deck over there. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Allen with a play fake, rolls this time. Looking, pumps it upfield, and it's going to be picked.
Chad Sloop.
I don't think he saw Chad, but Chad has turned it over for his team at the 43-yard line.
You'll see that again. It was a nice bullet that time by Sean Allen, but just a little bit off. I don't think he saw Chad Sloop. You'll see Chad come from the middle of the field just beyond the K. I don't think Sean Allen saw him. Because the man he wanted was well back down there on the sidelines.
He had 2 guys on one, and Chad just came off of that one guy in the middle of the field, right at the hash mark, and played it well. Sloop with a pick, and the offense for the Spiders onto the field with good field position.
Now that's how Chad Sloop is so valuable to E.Z. Smith and the Spiders. He's not just a one-dimensional player, just a quarterback. He does it all out there.
Robinson, the fullback, hit. Corey Douglas got a hold, and the posse arrived.
Several of them piled in there. They played Don't Pile on the Spider. Dusty Barbie, one of them in there. There you see Number 44 for the Wonders, Corey Douglas, celebrating with his teammates a little bit.
Yeah, with the Spiders and Halloween just over, I was thinking maybe we could have the Munster theme tonight. You know, that would have been appropriate.
That would be.
It's 2nd and 8 from the 45. Give to Maurice Kennedy, and he's running behind his blockers, literally. He'll have the first down inside Wonder territory at the 43-yard line.
Dustin Barbie finally got him and threw him down, but what a fine display by Kennedy. We'll take a look at it again, and he watch this to the outside.
Watch Will Rinker.
Right there.
Look at Will, 51. He's not really, he's just getting in the way. That's what you got to do.
Bobby Lawson kind of bounced off Big Mo as he came through there. E.Z. Smith says, we'll take that all night.
Maurice says, you can't catch me if you can't see me.
He looks like one of those guys who wants you to catch him so he can hit you.
Maybe that was Maurice's trick or treat to the Wonders. Out of the flat, Black, 1-on-1. Side steps, and Benny Russell with a good open field tackle at the 39-yard line, but that'll get you about 5.
We'll see that quite a bit tonight. They'll want to see if they can isolate Lee Black out there 1-on-1 and let him get the ball and try to put a move. And if you can get 6 yards out of it all night, you got to go with that.
Oh, yeah, it really makes the play selections in the series easy from there on out. 90 seconds to go, opening quarter here at A.L. Brown High School.
Well, the crowd's gotten quiet all of a sudden, haven't they?
Well, hey, they're exhausted after that first 2-3 minutes. 2nd and 5. Kennedy up the middle. First down, Concord at the Wonder 30-yard line.
And that's the power play right there that Concord used to control the game with against Central Cabarrus all night long.
That's the quickest way to the goal line.
That kid right there, I'm telling you what, Maurice Kennedy, 6'2", 235 pounds. He's not going to run a 4-5 sprint down the sidelines or anything like that, but he's going to pound you and bang you all night long.
He's as big, if not bigger, than most linebackers he'll hit after he gets through that into the secondary. Robinson has the pile carrying for about 2 to the 28-yard line. Center of the Wonder defense there.
Only got one more play left in this quarter. One of the Spiders a little slow to get up down there, and it's
Robinson.
Yeah. Oh, it looked like it might have been Chandler King for the Spiders.
There's a shot of some of the humanity in attendance here tonight. Inside 20 seconds left, first quarter, 2nd and 8. Robinson with a call again. Just lowers the shoulder, goes for about 2, maybe 3, down near the 26-yard line of the Wonders, and that'll be it all the time we've got here in the first 12 minutes. 7-6, Kannapolis leading in the battle for the bell, among other things. Back in a moment. Delighted you joined us this week. Kannapolis and Concord. Randy Whitley along with Woody Kane, Steve Gann, and about 10,000 people.
How about that, Manny? Now, the thing to consider here, Randy, 3rd and 5 coming up for the Spiders. If they don't get the first down, we're getting close to Eric Cole range here. We saw him make a 40-yarder last week.
I believe we're in Eric Cole's range. He had about 15 yards to spare on that pass, or I should say field goal. They swap ends. 26-yard line of Kannapolis is where they will set it down on 3rd and 5. It'll be Kennedy hitting the left side. Wonders contain Corey Douglas there initially, along with 71 Larry Rice for that green defense.
He's going to be short, so let's see if they're going to go for it.
Again, 4-down territory. A lot of options now for E.Z. Smith.
It looks like they're going to go.
Key play early. Coach Harden right here. He's cool, calm. He's probably the coolest guy out here, but
you can look for Maurice Kennedy right here. Now the fans are starting to get into it again.
Oh, they're on their feet. They got their second win. 4th and 2. Sloop fakes once, rolls right, looks, pressure, throwing deep. This one's going to be picked. A.J. Lott intercepted in the end zone for the Wonders. I don't know know if that was a busted pattern. The receiver fell down. We may get a chance to watch it again, but it was complete, but to the wrong guy.
He was trying to look for Lee Black over there and trying to give a little pump fake to see if he could make the defense freeze the secondary. But some of the Kannapolis players got right here and harassed him right here, and that made him delay it a little bit longer than he wanted to, and he just pumped it up and fired it away. John Fulgham was over there, but he wasn't the intended receiver.
My correction, it was not A.J. Lott. It was Dwayne Urey, number 9. We'll credit him with a pick, so the Wonder defense holds on downs. Now the offense at the 20-yard line on the touchback. Sean Allen offsets the backside of that eye. And oh, what a hit. It will not matter because number 10, Damian Davis.
Boy, he scorched right through the middle of the line that time and was not touched. Got to be the goggles. Take a look at it again here. You'll see the play start to develop going to the right side, and Davis comes through right there. Nobody touched him. He had a clear path to the ball carrier, and that was all she wrote.
Bobby Lawson, very fortunate to be able to tuck it away.
Yeah.
Lawson 2 on the play at the 18-yard line. They'll send Lott in motion. Go with the fullback this time. Try to get outside, and Quinteris Brown will get back to the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. Looks like Black was over there.
Yeah, Lee Black came up in some good run support from his secondary spot and was able to get there and let the pursuit catch up.
Ray Spratt also around the football, number 14. Nice spit by one of the sideline guys there. That's probably the expectorant of the year. We've got a timeout called here in the first half. 10-12 to go. Wonders by a point.
Hey, who's that?
Roses for the Queen, perhaps. I don't know. They were honoring some of the senior cheerleaders, some of the members of the band.
Yeah, okay.
It's 3rd and 9 for the Wonders at their own 21-yard line. Allen to the air. Unloads under heavy pressure. He's got a man. That's Deron Ford behind the secondary. Inside the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kannapolis.
Well, we said, Randy, that he can throw it on a rope, and he showed us right there. He threaded that through 2 Concord defenders, and his man had a step, and he was off to the races. Lee Black couldn't catch up to him. Deron Ford got behind everybody.
79 yards on the touchdown pass.
Good ball fake. He's out here in the open, but finds his man. Look at that, just over the outstretched arms.
Boy,
he's pretty quick.
It is a game of inches, isn't it, Woody?
Amazing.
10 minutes exactly to go. 3 plays. It took him to score.
Wasn't this supposed to be a defensive struggle?
I believe so. 80 yards officially. We'll give him on the touchdown pass. Duplessis out of the hold of Lott. The kick is up. And it is perfect. Timeout. Wonders have extended their lead to 8. It is 14-6. The big plays are abundant tonight at Kannapolis. Got 20 big ones on the board already in the first 14 minutes of this game, and they've all been big ones.
They really haven't. We haven't seen the long, sustained drive yet.
In the first quarter, Concord had 89 yards rushing, 30 passing. Kannapolis 84 rushing, 0 passing, but that'll change.
Yeah, they ended up with that one play.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Dwayne Urey to kick it away. Is he pumped? Black feels it.
He's got to bring it out. I think he's got to bring it out, doesn't he? Wasn't he in the field of play when he touched it? Okay.
Did not have control, is what they call it.
Okay.
That's the old muff rule.
Okay.
And that's a tough one to handle. If I was Lee Black, I don't know if I want to bring that one out or not.
Yeah, that was a great kick.
Well, I'm kind of stunned at the quickness of which these teams are scoring points tonight, but good athletes make good plays.
Yeah, they do, but the way the defenses have played all year, you would have expected this one to be kind of a grinded out, bang kind of game, but boy, they're just long play after long play.
Here's a banger. Maurice Candidate breaking tackle. Look at the leg strength right there. He almost got away, but he got 6.
Yeah, Joey Gillespie, check that, not Joey Gillespie. Dusty Barbie had a hold of his leg and wouldn't turn him loose. one thing we really haven't seen so far in the game, Randy, is the Spiders try to get Lee Black downfield. They've worked the short stuff to him in a couple of attempts over the middle. The officials call a timeout for them now and going to check some equipment or something here. It looks like maybe Benny Russell having a little trouble with his helmet down there, but I think he's okay. But we haven't seen Lee Black get downfield yet. You know Kannapolis has talked about that and worked on it.
And watch 66, when he pulls that shirt tail out, he's serious. That's James Williams for Kannapolis. Too wide this time for Concord on 2nd and 4 at the 26. Sloop to the air. He's got
There's the
number 11, Fulgham, and the Wonder Pursuit catches him. Gino Rivers over there, Ben Teal, Dusty Barbie, and others. And they'll stop him short of the first down. Actually, maybe a yard gain on the play.
Well, that's the play they like to try to work to get their receivers to make that move, but the Kannapolis pursuit was right there.
3rd down.
Ding, ding.
Woke everybody up down there in the pregame, didn't we?
Yeah. And nobody made us stop it either.
No.
You expect to do something like that and have somebody go, hey, hey.
I didn't see the FBI agents out there arresting us. Here's Kennedy looking for the block. He can't get out of the hole. He had some yardage if you could cut it to the left. And the Wonders were able to contain him, and that's the best you can do with that young man. Gino Rivers was there.
Big James Williams was involved in that one too, and the Spiders are going to have to kick it away. And now,
Momentum has swung to the Wonder side.
exactly. And the fans loving it.
Brandon Helms, Mr. Everything, to Concord. Set the punt. No rush. And what a collegiate going on pro kick. Lawson in self-defense.
That's all he could do with that thing.
Kills it at the 31-yard line.
I mean, we've seen great kicks, great runs, long passes.
No return.
I think that's about the only thing we haven't seen tonight is a great kick return, but we've still got a long way to go.
That was about 41 yards on the punt.
And there is perhaps the hottest young quarterback in the area.
He's hot. He took a hit, though. He paid a dear price for that touchdown pass, but you're able to get up. It's worth it, I guess. Spiders were coming in a hurry with a lot of heat. Lawson gets out about 3 to the 34, maybe the 35-yard line. Otis Peterson from the weak defensive end position. Otis, a junior. You look at all the juniors and sophomores. Ryan Herlocker for Concord is only a soph. Lee Deal, sophomore.
They're going to have a lot of people back next year.
Brandon Helms, John Fulgham, all underclassmen. 2nd and long 6. Play fake, and here comes Allen. He's going to keep it. 40.
Oh, my goodness.
Has his hand ripped off at the 42-yard line near the first down marker.
I think that was Otis Peterson again, but man.
Otis got more than a little skin that time. Could have been Ray Spratt, too, over there.
Slammed him to the ground. That was ugly. That was like a car wreck down there.
It is enough for a first down.
That's the extra dimension that Allen gives this team. He can get out there and evaluate it and use his speed to make some yards.
That's the first down of the game for Kannapolis.
Yeah, everything else has been, 80 yards?
Yeah. Big plays. Having a little trouble getting their personnel in here on offense. And Sean Allen, the sophomore signal caller, will call the timeout. That's the second one for Kannapolis. We'll step away with 6:43 to go in the opening half. Concord, Kannapolis, there's some battle scars already. 6:43 to go opening half. 1st and 10. Wonders at their own 42-yard line. It's Lawson up the gut, and he's in the secondary. Eludes one man, gets a good block. Down the sidelines, run up at the 33-yard line by Lee Black, maybe the only man who could catch him.
Boy, in your face right there with the camel work. Ted Lakaitis down there. And boy, Kannapolis just continues to rip the big plays. Big hole up the middle here. He runs over his own man, makes a nice move on Fulgham, and then he just kind of follows his blocking up the field.
See, the key they kind of offset Corey Douglas, the fullback, and he was over there, and that Corey normally over the defensive side. 25 yards on the carry from Lawson, who had just shy under 800 yards coming into tonight's game. There's Brown. Ball is loose, and the Spiders have recovered.
Now let's see. Are they going to make a ruling here? It looks like he got it. It sure looked like it came out of there before he's down.
Brown can't cause the fumble.
Let's see. Yep, Concord's got it.
Spiders did recover. I think it's a good call. We get a chance to see it again. I'm sure Ray Spratt.
Now you'll see him come up here and turn his back and get popped right there. As he was going down, it came loose.
That's a fumble, not move.
Oh, that thing flew about 10 yards in the air.
Kannapolis had a good drive mounted that time. The Spiders with a second.
Yeah, think about it. Concord's generated 2 turnovers, yet they're trailing.
Here comes Sloop. He'll keep it. Eludes one man, and finally hit down by Benny Russell at the 36-yard line. Chad Sloop adding a little bit more dimension to that Spider offensive surge.
Yeah, Concord is very effective when they can use Chad Sloop to attack like that. When you don't know if he's going to drop back and stand in the pocket or if he's going to attack you around the end like that, it makes him extra dangerous.
5.5 minutes to go. Clock running. In the first half, Black sets down to the bottom. It'll be Fulgham split to the top. Robinson and Kennedy are in the backfield. And it'll be Maurice. Oh, what a hole he's got. Runs over somebody and goes inside Wonder territory to the 49-yard line.
That was Dwayne Urey, and I mean Kennedy crushed him as he ran over him. That was...
Ever want to see a bull scared to death? That's what happened when he got in the open field. Look at this.
Right here. Bang. Oh, man.
Dwayne Urey. Check your...
that would have killed me.
Somebody better make sure they got a wheel out there tonight.
Call 911.
Inside Wonder territory again. Here comes Concord. Tossed Kennedy. Who was that got him? 71. Got him from behind Larry Rice. You've got to get the good ones before they get the speed.
Once they get started, it's awful hard to bring them down, as Urey found out on that last play.
Actually, he may have lost about a half a yard on the play.
Good recovery and some good penetration by the Wonder defense.
Nose of the ball just on the green side of the 50. Second down and 11 as we tick inside 4.5 minutes to go first half. Wonders up by 8, 14-6. Here's Sloop with a play fake. Will go on the slant, incomplete down at the 40. Once again, the passes appear to be just a little underthrown. I know you're not going to, you can't intercept those, but it's Lee's saying, I should have had that. That would have been a tough catch.
It looked like Chad got a little too eager that time and fired the ball before he really got set, and it was low on him, and Lee couldn't adjust to it in time.
The Spiders offensive coordinators say, well, we got to throw under that little zone. They're going to give us the short passes.
Concord can be very dangerous if you start giving them that, because they've got guys who can, as we've seen, be game breakers.
Here's a big one, 3rd and 11. Coming up, Sloop drops, will go sidelines across the far way. Overthrown. Lee Black, the intended receiver. Russell and Rivers over there just in case. And that'll bring the punt unit on for Concord.
Well, that pass looked like it sailed a little bit on Chad, too, and Lee tried to adjust to it, but it was out of bounds. Now, they've been working together for too long for this to continue for a whole game, though.
Wind really not a factor tonight.
Well, isn't it a great night for football?
You couldn't have ordered it any better.
I don't think we've had weather this good for the Bell game in 5-6 years.
I'm glad. I'd like to see this. Another kick away. It takes a Spider roll. Still going, and will kind of fizzle out at about the 19-yard line. So an excellent kick from Helms Company, and here comes the Wonder offense onto the field. Still plenty of time. 3:55 left in the first half.
Well, now let's think about this. Does Kannapolis, I think they've only got, the one punt. Other than that, they've scored twice and stopped themselves twice with turnovers. So the Wonder offense, all in all, if you're Bruce Harden, you've got to be real pleased.
Averaging just over 17.5 points a game through the first 9. And while Concord Concord was averaging just over 28 points. So these teams putting a few up on the scoreboard tonight. Single setback, hit the left side, maybe a yard, possibly. Let's say give him 2 that time.
Damian Davis and Kelly Forrest over there on the stop of Bobby Lawson. There you see 3.5 minutes to go, and the fans all over the bank.
I hate to be at the laundromat tomorrow. All those blankets, sheets, and everything going to be a lot of quarters going to be spent tomorrow, folks. Dryer's going to be running. If the sun shines, we can hang them out.
That's right. It's supposed to be nice again, so let's hope so.
2nd and 8, Kannapolis will have 2 receivers split to the left this time. Big side of the field. They sent a lot back in motion and go to Lawson. Trying to get outside. Penetration for the Spiders. Otis Peterson. He's a net ringer, isn't he, Woody? Ryan Herlocker there, too.
Otis just got into the backfield and chased him down from behind, and Herlocker was able to help finish him off, but a fine penetration by Peterson that time. He just didn't give up on the play.
Sean Allen, somebody would have, just forget he's a sophomore. He's not playing like one tonight at quarterback for Kannapolis.
He hadn't played like one for the past couple of games. He has really stepped into the role and been comfortable, and that's something you don't always see from a sophomore. They say he's got a lot of confidence. You can see why.
3rd and 9, and nothing that time from Lawson and Damian Davis. Boy, we mentioned his name about 5 times already defensively here in the first half.
For Kannapolis, when they try to go back the wrong way against the grain, the misdirection play, Concord it seems like, had a linebacker there almost every time.
Now, if you're Dwayne Urey, you're going to have to line out at about your own 5-yard line. Concord should get good field position out of this.
Inside of 2 minutes.
See if the Spiders come for the block. They show about 8 guys up. Nope, no pressure. And Urey drills it. Away from Black, angling toward the... Well, it does take a little bit of an indecisive roll, and will go dead at the 48-yard line. Concord, plenty of time with about 1:35 to go in the first half.
And you'd expect them to come out firing here. You expect to see Fulgham and Lee Black get a lot of work in this drive. The Spiders need to get some momentum going into the locker room.
Keep in mind, they're only 8 down, so
that's right.
2-point conversion. Easy Smith knows that. Long way from over. This is just the feeling out part, the first half. Imagine what the second half is going to be.
So what was it, 1990 we saw a game about like this when it was back and forth, long plays of
Jay Graham.
Yeah.
Jay Graham days a couple of years ago.
Kind of settled into a groove there in the second half.
It's Maurice Kennedy, and he breaks out of a tackle. Another one. Ben Teal and Brown finally finish him off, but not before he goes to the 35-yard line.
He's about like a darn pickup truck running through there. You know, you see him coming at you, you kind of feel like a deer caught in the headlights. You don't know whether to run or just freeze.
That's one of them big old 4x4.
He was trying to play some twinkle toes out there and make some cuts and stuff. I tell you, Maurice Kennedy, about the last month, he has stepped up his game in the offensive line for the Spiders. So young coming into the year, they've stepped up and answered the challenge. And we've seen this Kannapolis defense, Randy, bend a lot of times this season, but not break.
1:02 to go. They stop the clock as they move the chains with the first down. Now it will run as we tick inside a minute. First down and 10, 35-yard line of Kannapolis. Sloop rolls big side, got some room. Pressure over the middle.
Oh, man, he caught a flip almost out there. And Chad Sloop took a tremendous shot.
And there was action on both ends there.
Take a look at it again. You'll see him come out here and try to buy himself some time. Some nice blocking right there. Maurice Kennedy with a good block. And right as he gets it, oh, man, he got crushed. And then Lee Black goes flying through the air.
Gene Rivers, 85, got Sloop, and it looked like a lot upended Black. So
bodies hurtling everywhere through there.
These guys are playing right now like there's only 42 seconds left in the game. And all that did was just utilize about 18 seconds. Incompleted pass, folks. Sloop. Had 2 receivers cutting. Marty Barnhart, the tight end, was coming out, and Fulgham down there, but nobody home.
Well, right, Concord has been effective with their running game, with the passing game. They're struggling with that a little bit.
Clock stops. 45 seconds to go. 10. They'll send the receivers to the bottom this time. There you see Fulgham lined up in the slot. They go to the big guy, Canada. He's been the weapon so far.
He turned it loose, didn't he? Now he got it back. Okay, he reached back there like it came out. Did you see that?
Yeah. Ben Teal, it's kind of hard to control it when Ben's in your jersey. Teal came up all over it at the 30-yard line, and that was a 5-yard pickup, but it will be 4th down. Are you in field goal range? We'll see. Concord has called timeout. 35 ticks to go. Wonders up by 8. Memorial Stadium, 4th and 5. Spiders have elected to go for the first down, and Sloop rolls left. Plenty of time. Pumps a couple of times. Now throws. He's got Fulgham complete
At the 1?
at the 1-yard line.
Now Chad Sloop right on the money that time, and he took another vicious shot, Randy. He's got his hands on his knees down there. He's up and walking around now, but boy, that was right on the money. We talked about Chad had been errant on a couple of earlier passes, but you couldn't have asked for a better pass in that situation. Look at it here. You'll see him go back and again have great protection. Pumps it once and sees his man cutting across the middle, wide open. Everybody was on Lee Black. Looked like there were 2 or 3 guys over there.
They forgot about John, and the Spiders are 1 yard away from getting it a little closer, and still a lot of time. 27 seconds to go in the first half. Concord calling timeout.
You know they got to be talking about whether or not to go for 2 or try to kick that thing and get it to within 1 point.
We'll see what happens. They'll take a break, so will we. Back in a moment.
Oh no, can you believe that? They don't even know who Doug is. But we do, and I can't stand it.
It's 1st and goal, Concord. Here we go. Full house in the backfield. Who's got it? I think that's Canada.
Let's see.
No signal yet. He's right at the goal line. Concord says, we got it.
And the officials haven't made an indication yet.
Is the ball in
He
there?
didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Easy Smith says, let's go, go. Now he's signaling for a timeout. 11 seconds to go, and they stop the clock.
He's really upset. Easy Smith is livid out there. He believes that they kind of got a bad spot on that one.
They call timeout, their final one of the first half, and we'll step away. Concord, once again, 2nd and goal with about the 1 foot line. Let's see what they do this time. It'll be Cody Robinson over the middle. He's in this time. Touchdown, Concord.
And now comes the choice. Do you go for 2? Now, they didn't leave any doubt that time. They just got Big Cody going in one way, and the pile kind of fell backwards. Take a look at it again. You'll see him attack the right side here. And boy, look at there. The flash bulb went off.
We call it the strobe.
The lead blockers for Concord did a great job of eliminating any competition there at the line of scrimmage, and Robinson had a nice path.
In Concord, you don't have anything to lose. Go for the 2.
Yep.
They're going to line it up. 14-12, trying for the 2-point conversion. Out of the I formation. Sloop rolls left. Looking, tosses in zone. Complete. Conversion is good. John Fulgham on the reception.
And we're back where we started.
We are tied at 14 with 2 seconds left in the first half.
Take a look at it again. Nice protection. Sloop rolls out, and again, they leave John Fulgham alone.
And he's Burnham. John Fulgham right now instrumental in this time drive in the closing moments of the first half. 2 ticks to go. It's tied at 14. Kannapolis with the big place. Concord comes back, ties the ball game, and we've just seen 28 points stuck up on the scoreboard tonight, and what a great first half so far.
And don't expect this ball to get more than 6 inches off the ground. He's going to keep that thing right down on the turf.
Well, those big guys is probably going to be fielding this one. Here's Cole, squibs it. Uri, 1 hop, goes down to the knee, and 1 second is all that ticked off. So Kannapolis will have 1 more play here before the end of the first half.
Well, Uri didn't try to do anything. He went straight down, like maybe they're going to try to load it up and see if they can get the Hail Mary pass here off before halftime.
At the 35-yard line. Sean Allen, who's thrown an 80-yarder already.
I was going to say, it's not like he can't do it.
I think we're in his range.
And now the fans on both sides getting up. That's going to be it. They're not going to run a play.
What a half of football. The 64th renewal, Kannapolis and Concord. Nothing has been decided, and don't go away. To Memorial Stadium. The Wonders ready to kick it away to the Concord. Let's take a look at maybe those first half stats here while we have a moment here.
Well, we may not have a moment, but we'll try to race through it. Spiders 144 on the ground, 63 through the air, 207 total, 7 first downs, 6 out of 14 passing, a couple of those just missed passes. 2 out of 10 there on the penalty situation, 3 punts, and the Spiders are off and rolling. Now looking at the Wonders, 123 on the ground, 79 passing, 202. 2 first downs, 1 out of 2 passing. Of course, one of those went 80 yards, and there you see the rest of the stats.
And the ball is swift. Marty Barnhart will fall on it at the 35-yard line, so that's where Concord would take over. Looking at some individual stats, Bobby Lawson, 102 yards rushing for the Wonders in the first half. Kennedy had 75 yards, Sloop 61 yards. Now, here's some other interesting. Out of 6 possessions each team, play-wise, Concord ran 36, Kannapolis 19. The best start for Concord, they're on 47, Kannapolis, they're on 45. So it's been everything and then some.
Well, now we'll find out what kind of adjustments they both made after having halftime to talk about it.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Number 7 off the right side for about 2 or maybe 3.
Bodies continue to fly.
There's some hit. Folks are taking a pounding, a beating, a whipping, a whooping.
Larry Rice, he's having a little trouble getting up there. Okay, he's all right. Kelly Forrest giving him a helping hand.
He may have been embedded in the turf, so they had to dig him out there. Now, at the beginning of the game, we were talking about not everybody had found the stadium. I think they have more people now than there were, say, at the end of the first quarter here. Kennedy hits the right side, kind of straight ahead, though, up near the 40-yard line. So Concord content to pound it, going with the one that brought you to the dance.
And here you see Kennedy going back to the huddle there. That's what they've been effective doing, banging it up the middle, but now they're going to have to cut one loose here, it looks like, with a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Offensive line of Rinker, Deal, Kane, Trick, Forrest doing a incredible job up front tonight. 3rd and 5 at the 40. Sloop will pass. Pressure, complete, Fulgham, midfield, Wonder 46-yard line, first down, move the sticks.
Yeah, he got the first down, but Kannapolis is doing a good job of containing Fulgham once he gets the ball. We got an injured Wonder down there.
A couple of heads were banged together, and officials timeout.
Let's take a look at it again. You'll see the completion here. Lee Black cut towards the middle. That left Fulgham down low. Wide open again. Benny Russell comes up and makes the sure tackle, but looks like Gene Rivers is up and okay now.
Gene really hit the quarterback.
Gene's a hitting machine.
Yeah, and Ben Teal was coming in from behind, so Chad is taking a pounding out there.
If you're out there, you're taking a pounding. They are laying some pots on one another down here.
Fulgham and Black split to the top on first down. 46-yard line of the Wonders. Just underway in the second half. Score tied at 14. Swoop to Kennedy. And Williams wraps him up after maybe a yard.
Not this time, they say.
Ben Teal over there as well.
But we saw Concord put together that nice drive right before halftime there. That was really the only sustained drive we saw in the half. Other than that, it was all big plays.
Go back at another key play of that drive. 4th and 5, and they hit Fulgham at the 5-yard line. He got it to the 1.
Yeah, key play, exactly. Now the officials, are they calling a timeout? Yeah, it looks like there may be a problem with Larry Rice out there, number 71. I think he's coming out of the game. He looks like he may be a little sore.
Larry hurting just a little bit. He'll be replaced at that position. 55 looks like Chris Reeder, the 5'6" junior, will come in at the defensive tackle position. Second down and 9. 45-yard line of Kannapolis. Play fake. Sloop, plenty of time. This time pumps it upfield. Receiver Black is complete. 30, 25-yard line. First down, Concord.
Looks like Vinny Russell may have been the one to bring him down over there, but that's the kind of play they've been looking for with Lee Black, to get him a little bit of isolation where he can turn and run with the ball afterwards. Take a look at it again. A couple of great ball fakes by Chad Sloop, freezes the defense. And then he's out here by himself on the bootleg and fires it to Lee Black upfield.
Just kind of in that soft spot of the zone. And is Chad Sloop having a game or what tonight?
But he missed on a couple in the first half, but he's settled down since then.
Concord on the move at the under 25-yard line. First down and 10. Kennedy up the middle, pushes his blocker with it, goes inside the 15-yard line.
Well, he fell for about 5 yards on that one.
Just hide behind the blockers.
And some of the Concord players trying to encourage their fans to get into it. Take a look at him right up the gut here. You'll see a nice hole open up, and he's off to the races. Bang, thump, crash.
Teal rode him to the ground. Second and 1. They're going to spot it just outside the 15-yard line. It's a short one. Cody Robno, it'll be Sloop keeping. He'll cut it upfield, tackled from behind, looked like number 26 over there. Wrapped him up, Bobby Lawson, in the free safety position, but it'll be enough to move the chains. Concord's got it again, first and 10, this time at the Kannapolis 12-yard line.
And Chad did a good job of tucking that ball up, though, once he had made the commitment to run. He wasn't waving the thing around out there where somebody could knock it loose. He protected that ball at all costs. When you get down here this close, you want to at least come away with 3. You don't want to do anything silly that'll knock you out, especially in a tie game here.
How many times you see the opening series really pave the way, set the tone, and this is one of those drives. Concord trying to take their first lead of the game. Play fake, Sloop, quarterback keeper. Goes inside, or actually the Wonders defense stringing it up pretty good at the 11-yard line.
Looked like A.J. Lott was over there to finish off Chad on that play. But we saw him do that very effectively in the first half. When he rolls, you have to respect his ability to run.
Interesting, we haven't seen the yellow flags come out very much in this game. The guys are only twice, and
both those were against Concord, were they not, for those illegal procedure penalties?
The officials are letting them play. Important game.
That's what you like to see. You don't want to see a game of this magnitude decided by a penalty. Black
to the left, Fulgham to the right on the wideouts. And Sloop options out. This is Kennedy. Touchdown, Concord.
Well, once he had a head of steam, Randy, you could smell that goal line. You knew nobody was going to stop him. He just banged his way in there. But that pitch, boy, you want to talk about the last minute. Take a look at it here.
11-yard run by Maurice. And the Spiders have got their first lead of the game. 4 minutes and 25 seconds. It took them to go.
Well, now they're throwing down the gauntlet here to come out in the second half, aren't they?
Cole with the extra point. That one will be good. 65 yards and 9 plays. Spiders on top. And the Concord kickoff is next.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a flag down there. Let's see what the call's going to be.
It could be assessed on the kickoff, as it looks like it may have been against Kannapolis or Concord. So
yeah.
Now they're going to bring the Concord captain over.
What was his signal there? He signaled at Kannapolis.
The Concord obviously probably declined it because they did get the. They haven't put the point up on the board yet.
Yeah.
So we may.
Well, the Concord players are going back there like they're going to line up in kick formation. Now E.Z. Smith coming out to talk to the referee. He goes back. I think Concord is going to get the advantage here. They're going to line up for the kickoff, so it looks like they're going to get the point. Well, hold on. I thought they were through talking about it.
It's 2014. That point hadn't gone up there yet. No signal from the referee and his crew. They're discussing it right now.
Concord's back there ready to kick.
That bell will go over if Concord can win this game tonight. Kannapolis has retained it the last couple of years.
Now, you want to talk about some emotion. The thing that really gets you about this game is when the team that doesn't have the bell wins and they get to go over there and get get it and drag it back across the field.
And if you're a senior, you got to drag it back across. Matter of fact, these seniors out here, I think Chad played as for Concord. Chad played as a freshman, but this is their last shot. It was against the Wonders.
So this is going to be assessed on the kickoff now. The Spiders are going to, you see Eric Cole there, he's going to be able to boot it from the 45, and well, he can kick it in the road from there, I think.
I believe so. Folks on the bank, down to the scoreboard, get ready. You might get a souvenir.
Kannapolis going to get their first crack at it here. They've been effective with Bobby Lawson running, and they haven't really tried to pass that much, but well, they had that big bomb in there, and you saw that Sean Allen can put the ball where he wants to go with it. So this game is, like I said before, there's just no way to call a game like this when there's so much emotion going on between these two teams. Stats don't really mean a thing.
Needless to say, the extra point was put up there, so it is 21-14, folks. And now Cole comes forward. That's good. He'll be taking it about the 21-yard line. Here's Ben Teal. He knows what to do with it. He can do some running with that tater out to the 35-yard line.
Marty Barnhart got him out there, and I kind of thought they'd kick that one deep, but they don't want to take any chances on a big kick return to mess things up the way these offenses are going.
Well, the Kannapolis special teams, the Concord special teams, one of them may get something before the night's over with, and it could decide this game. It was kind of blasé to see a drive.
Yeah.
We've seen so many cannons fired tonight on both sides. Wonders on first down, treading for the first time tonight. Lawson, once again.
Damian Davis, the first player there. There you see Marty Barnhart. He was right there beside Davis. And the Concord linebackers, Randy, just continue to get good penetration from the weak side.
That was the infamous Kannapolis play there that we've seen for years and years and years that they start the ball game with. And that offensive line, we haven't mentioned much about Kannapolis, is a line of Ian Johnson, T.R. Butler, Joey Teal up front, Reeder, Allen over the middle. He's got Yuri, and he's got the first down to the Concord 47-yard line. A little quick pop that time, and that'll keep you honest.
It didn't look like Sean Allen had any kind of a path to get that through, but he fired it on the money, and he is very cool and collected back there to be just a sophomore. He's directed this offense like he's been doing it for a couple of years.
Well, he's 5'10", 145, 146 pounds that may be soaking wet.
Yeah, and he's got 2 more years to go.
There's some big dudes out there he's got to look over, too. First down for Kannapolis. Marty Barnhart in there initially in the backfield just to really play havoc with the ball carry, and Brown nowhere to go.
Looked like there was a little hitch in that one as Allen tried to hand it off that time, and it made the play hesitate for just a beat and allowed Concord to get to the point of attack.
Winning it on the line of scrimmage there.
And they're screaming because the guy with the Wonder flag's running by down there now, egging them on.
Second down and 9 at the 46-yard line of Concord, and Allen to throw again, perhaps. Rolling, well, he's going to go this way. Gets a block from the referee, and a big play. Concord contains him all the way back at the Wonder 35-yard line, and there maybe you see a little inexperience coming out right there.
That's the first time we've seen Sean make the bad decision. Once he cut it back and saw that the pursuit was coming after him, he wanted to try to get rid of it, but he lost his footing there, and that was all she wrote. And he had that to do over again. You know, he just set his feet and throw it. You'll see him roll here. He wants to come out, but Kelly Forrest gets around the defenders and has to force him back the other way. The official's getting out of the way. And right there, he lost his footing as he was trying to get away to get rid of the ball.
I credit Forrest with the sack. He didn't make it, but he knew the sidelines was the 12th man over there, so he run out of real estate.
He pulled the card out of the bottom of that house, and that's when it all started to come down.
Spiders in there defensively to stop Lawson. Otis Peterson and number, let's see, was that 51? No, number 50. Okay, Kelly Forrest once again.
Suddenly playing very large. Yeah, he's a large guy on his own. So now the Concord defense is starting to answer the challenge. We talked about that point in the first half where the momentum started to swing to Kannapolis. It looks like now it's starting to turn back to the Spiders.
They definitely got Mo on their side. Now Uri will have to kick it back. And Lee Black is back deep at the 25-yard line. Good snap. Spiders set for the return, and Uri with another boomer. This one will, let's see.
Never let it go.
Black gets away from it, and what a roll.
It looked like it chased him there for a little bit, didn't it? He was trying to get out of the way, but it came right towards him.
Actually, the 12-yard line is where it will go dead. You go back and look and see that's 15, 30.
So now,
about a 53-yard kick.
Now, if you're E.Z. Smith with a 7-point lead, 4:04 here to go in the third quarter, do you come out and try to go for that big haymaker and get up by 2 touchdowns, or do you try to bang it up the middle and chew up time? I think they'll bang him.
Oh, I believe so. Number 7's been banging tonight. They haven't really stopped him. They've just contained him, and he has really set the pass plays up with the run.
Well, they've shown the ability to play smash mouth tonight, no question.
Maurice, right side, breaks a tackle. Upended Lawson.
Good tackle.
Henry gets to about the 20-yard line.
Good open field tackle by Bobby Lawson that time to stop that play from being a real big gainer, because if he had gotten by Bobby, he was going to have about 20 more yards before anybody else could get to him.
That's your set your table man there, Maurice Kennedy. And keeps your offense now, what, 2nd and 3?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a luxury.
That gives you a whole new world of options when you're trying to call a play down there.
Meanwhile, the clock ticks. Spiders with their first lead of the night, 21-14. Robinson may get the sticks moved, or he could be a little short. Corey Douglas over there, 44. And we had 60, Larry Coleman.
I think he might be just a little bit short based on where it looks like the official's going to spot the ball, but they may call for a measurement. It's awful close. Yeah, they're going to measure it, I think.
They'll stop the clock momentarily with 3:05 left in the third period. Concord with a win tonight, Woody, can claim undisputed possession, not only of the bell, but they will be the 94 SPC champions and the #1 seed, and rolling into the playoffs.
And get to stay home in that first round.
Kannapolis, of course, if they can win,
There's the ball. He got it, yeah.
They'll be the co-champions with Concord, and with the #1 seed in the playoff, force Concord on the road.
And neither one of these teams wants to go see High Corn Andrews. You can bet on that.
And the thing about it is, if Concord wins, Kannapolis may not necessarily make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's a whole other list of options that could happen. If East Rowan wins, it could be another one of those hat draw deals.
On first down, number 7 bangs it off the right side to the 25-yard line.
Ben Teal was in there on the stop. He rode him down.
They're riding him down, but they haven't seen him ride any out of bounds yet.
Well, we'll see that later. We got our list of cliches right here handy in case that happens. You just punch up the right one and call it. There's E.Z. Smith.
A gain of 3 on that play for Kennedy. 2nd and 7, 25-yard line. Kennedy turned inside out and just carries folks. Teal hanging on.
Now that's the thing we talked about there. You talk about Maurice Kennedy. He can just wear defenses down, Randy. By the end of the game, you just get tired of thumping that number 7 and having him roll for a couple of more yards. He wears you down by the end of the game, and he can break that 20, 30, 40-yard play.
They haven't seen a back like this. Well, Jay Graham was one like that. Natron Means was one like that.
But both those guys had more speed than Kennedy. He's just alone.
Here's Robinson. They try the fullback, and he's got the seam into the secondary. And look at 3 wonders bring him down at midfield.
And the Concord fans are going crazy over there. Robinson just refused to give up on that play. And he must have dragged that last one about 5 yards before he finally went down. Take a look at it again. Just looks like a simple up-the-gut play. Big hole. Teal has a hold of him there, but just keeps going upfield. And boy, it may have been that when Benny Russell hit him, that helped him stand up for a few more yards, because it looked like he was falling when that happened. The Spiders driving.
20 yards on the carry.
That's going to put him over 100 now, right?
That'll be close. First down, Spiders are moving. The machine is in gear. And here, Kennedy for about 8.
Kannapolis players bouncing off each other out there now.
A.J. Lott, along with Barbie, the linebacker, making the tackle. Right now, Concord is similar to what we've seen the last couple of weeks. They just started a roll against Central Cabarrus. You wear the team down. You wear them down. You wear them down. And right now, that Wonder defense is.
Somebody must have backed the Charmin truck up here to the stadium because there is toilet paper flying everywhere in these stands.
I think they have a sale at Walmart.
Or something.
Don't try to. If somebody runs out this weekend, there's none in Cabarrus County left.
It's all here.
On 2nd and 3, Maurice Kennedy will have the first down. Easy Smith, nothing fancy.
There you see it. Look at there. All kinds of streamers and who knows what all. There's some more of it back there. We may have a couple of mummies back there before we go home.
Party. Maybe Herman Munster's in the crowd over there. I'm not sure.
Hey, did you see that guy right there? Get him.
That's the guy.
He started it all.
I haven't seen the beach balls. What was it? We saw the pumpkin at one of the games this year. Going through the stands.
An inflatable pumpkin. I've never seen that before. Now we've got a discussion with the officials down here. I don't know what they're huddling about.
They're waiting on the clock to run out as the third quarter quickly comes to an end. 21-14. Spiders on top by 7. 12 more minutes in regulation to go. Randy Whitley along with Woody Kane. Glad you've joined us tonight. Wherever you may be here for the annual Battle of the Bell 64th renewal. And Concord's got the upper hand right now. 12 minutes to go. It's a long time. Being over. This guy is making it look easy as he's got the middle rumbling for another first down, I believe, down inside the 30.
I'm telling you, Randy, we keep talking about Maurice Kennedy, but he is having some fine holes to run through. That offensive line is doing a nice job. Watch this hole here. He doesn't get touched until he's 5, 6, 8 yards downfield. First time a Kannapolis player gets to him.
137 yards unofficially on the night so far.
And now Kannapolis, Randy, is in a pretty much of a desperate situation here. If they get down by 2 touchdowns, that's going to have to change their whole scheme of things. They're likely to have to come out firing, and you don't like to have to play when they know what you're going to do.
Now they're showing 8 guys on the line of scrimmage, and Robinson still gets penetration for about 3 or 4. He'll have the first down.
When you start putting those 8 guys up there, Randy, you can just bet that that's when Concord will fire that long one to Fulgham or Lee Black and break this game open.
Well, it's a game of...
what do you do, though? You've got to stop that run. Concord is just continually going up the gut. You've got to find the answer.
Boy, a game of emotion. Kannapolis up 8 points. Driving. Looked like another score. Putting together a good drive. Coughs it up. Concord hangs in. Ties it at halftime. And now is just churning out the yards. Here's Kennedy. Leaps over one man. Runs over another. And goes to the 21-yard line.
Has Kennedy gone down the first time he's been hit tonight? I don't think so. He's one of those guys who looks like he gets stronger as the ball game goes along. When other guys start to have their shirt tails hanging out, all kinds of grass stains on them and sweat pouring down their face, Kennedy looks fresh.
This will be play number 11 in this drive. And that's the way you control and win ball games. Your defense is sitting over there having a party. It's drinking a lot of Gatorade right now on this drive. Impressive. There's how it looks. Guess who? Look at the hole. Look at the great athletic ability. First down again. Concord. Kennedy's putting the clinic on.
I hope we can take a look at that again because that was fine work down on the field there. You really get an idea of what kind of choices a running back has to make coming through the line. You'll see the hole open here, and he has to select his hole, make his choice, and then decide when to make his cut before the pursuit gets there. But again, Randy, he wasn't touched until he was several yards past the line of scrimmage. The offensive line for the Spiders doing yeoman's work.
They are winning the battle up front. That's another good one.
Yep.
First down and 10 at the 12. It'll be Cody Robinson. Corey Douglas hangs on, help rise, but he carries folks to the 6-5-yard line. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, Woody, and continued to go forward.
Well, we've seen it again and again, Randy. It just starting to sound like a broken record. Concord played that smash mouth game, and Kannapolis hasn't found an answer for it right now.
Bruce Harden on the sidelines for Kannapolis saying, well, we can't score unless we get the football. That's right. That is the best defense in the world is pure offense out there. Right now, this second half running quickly down there in the 9-minute mark. Concord on the move, 2nd and 6. Sloop keeps it, cuts it up inside the 5, down to the 1. The ball is fumbled. No, they say he was down. There you see the linesman right on the call.
Well, you can see a bunch of people start to jump up and wave when that ball came loose.
Just kind of dangling out there. Nobody saw it there for a few seconds.
Take a look at it again. You'll see Chad keep it, and he gets popped right there, and it comes out, but he was down. Okay.
It'll be 1st and goal. Spiders. Ben Teal getting the old armor back on. The senior linebacker.
Well, you always wonder when people do that. You want to see it if they get out of order, you know. Don't pay attention and get standing in the wrong place.
HCS. Wait a minute. 1st and goal on the 1. Sloop with the sneak.
You got it.
Touchdown, Concord.
And the Concord fans going crazy. This is going to put them up by 13, maybe 14 with the extra point. You gotta kick the ball here instead of going for 2, Randy, to force Kannapolis to try to score twice and then try to go for 2 to beat you.
14 plays.
There it is again. Chad Sloop just straight up the gut.
88 yards. Textbook drive for the Concord Spiders. Out of the hold of Helms. Here's Cole's kick. And this one's in the next zip code. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 4th period. Spiders up by 14. Bruce Harden concerned, and the 3rd quarter stats will tell the tale because rushing Kannapolis had -19. They had 19 yards passing, only 1 first down. Concord 79 yards rushing, 34-yard passing, 6 first downs, 2 and 2 in the passing department. It's almost like an onside kick there.
It really was, and when it bounced off one of the Kannapolis players, the Spiders had a real shot at that thing, but fortunately for the Wonders, it looked like 72 over there able to fall on it and control it for the Kannapolis team. That would be Ian Johnson. And now here's an opportunity. You saw Bruce Harden talking with Sean Allen. This is a case where when you've got a young quarterback, you don't want him to come out and feel like he's got to get it all back right away. You want him to stay within himself and work the offense here. You've still got just under 8.5 minutes to go.
But a key possession for the Wonders.
No doubt.
They need to get some points here. At the 46-yard line, play fake. Allen rolls. Plenty of time this time. He's got a receiver open. He dropped it.
That was a nice pass that time because he was running to the wrong side in terms of what kind of a quarterback he is. Throws right. He was rolling to his left that time. That's a difficult pass to make, but he delivered it.
Melvin Bennett, the intended receiver, and Chad Sloop was putting the heat on. Maybe he heard some footsteps from Chadman.
I think Bennett had it for a second, and then it looked like he tried to start running before he had tucked it away, and it came out of there. He may be right. Oh, there's the bell.
Deron Ford, along with Jones, are the wideouts this time for the Wonders on 2nd and 10. Allen pumps it out to Jones. He eludes 1 man, and 3 guys team up to get him. I believe that was Marty Barnhart at the 50-yard line.
Damian Davis there. Nice cutback move that time by Travis Jones. He was almost able to get away and break that one for some big yards, but again, nice poise back there by Sean Allen. He just stepped back calmly and fired it.
3rd down coming up. They need the 44-yard line of the Spiders for possession. 3 wide outs this time. Going to offset the backs here. Allen will be under the gun, no doubt. Coming down. Will not have anything. Spiders contain. Guess who's on the back there? That's number 8, Chad Sloop.
There was some nice pursuit that time by number 77, Ryan Herlocker, for the Spiders. He forced Allen to not put it out of there and not really give him much of an option. He had to make his choice quickly, and another good stand by the Concord defense.
So it's 3 and out for the Wonders. The Spider defense in control right now, well rested. There's Lee Black, and Dwayne Urey will have to kick it back, perhaps.
Well, I don't know. You don't down 2 touchdowns at midfield.
set the return. Good kick by Uri. Black will get a chance to return it at the 20. He loses one man. 25. Cuts it up to the 30, 31-yard line. Is he fun to watch or what?
Travis Jones finally got him and brought him down. But now Concord, Randy, they don't have to worry about anything but the clock. They've been showing us that thump game, and they'll likely go back to that here and just keep that clock winding away.
As Easy Smith says, we are in control of our own destiny, and right now destiny is pretty much on their side.
Well, Kannapolis is going to have to generate a turnover here, Randy. They really need something like that to spark them and give them an opportunity to get a quick score. Concord has already generated a couple of turnovers, and that stopped a couple of key Kannapolis drives. That may be the big difference right now, other than that offensive line for the Spiders.
Here is Sloop giving it to big number 7, and he'll rumble for about 2. Of course, things don't really start happening in this game until about 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, well, we've seen that in the past, too. Let's talk about there. You see the big K up there, the fans hanging all over everything. James Williams, we've seen him play big in all the TV games we've had with Kannapolis, but I'll tell you, Kelly Forrest is doing an outstanding job there on the right side of controlling him so far.
6'5", 250-pound senior. He's like another coach on the field.
That's like one of those National Geographic films, you know, where you see those big mountain rams up there knocking heads. That's about how big those guys are.
Well, they hear it out. Here's Black, one-on-one. Oh! He is shot through the defenders and will have the first down out of bounds in front of the Wonder bench at midfield.
And it looked like Ben Teal got a big handful of his jersey, or he was going to be off to the races.
Black didn't open for a big run. They pretty much contained him tonight.
Take a look again. He gets it out. Nice move up the middle. The speed move. Oh, it was 16 that got a hold of his jersey. Jeremy Cook instead of Ben Teal.
152 yards rushing so far unofficially from Canada. He had, what, 180 last week?
Yeah. Concord's been playing that pounded up the middle game, and suddenly they pop that little pass out there, and they've got so many options now that they've established they can go to about anything. And there's the main load right there. He's done the job tonight.
Two good players meeting each other, Ben Teal and Maurice Kennedy. We're down there 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go, clock running. Concord has everything in their favor, and they got that clock operator moving that thing. Easy said, man, this is going to be the longest 5 minutes in my life. Second down coming up for the Spiders at the Wonder, just outside their own 47-yard line. 3 wide receivers this time. Second and 7. Sloop gives it to Canada. He'll have the first down. Cut. Oh, bounces off a tackle, and he's down the sidelines. Canada out of bounds.
I wondered why he slowed up. We couldn't see the far sideline over here, but you know Big Bo wanted to get that thing all the way up the field. He's been banging all night. He wanted to have a glory moment here. You'll see him cut it around here. Nice ball fake again. Freezes the defense, and another huge hole for Kennedy to run through. And look at him go here. You see being chased, and they finally push him out of bounds. If he'd had one more step, he'd have been in the end zone.
Benny Russell bounced off of him. That puts Maurice at 187 yards after that run, and more importantly, it puts Concord in control. First and 10 at the Wonder 15-yard line, and 4:35 left. With a 14-point cushion, you say, well, this one should do it. Sloop keeps it. Rivers, he bounces off of him, and Russell punches him out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9.
How did they get away from that first tackle? I thought they had him for sure. Dead to rights back there. Coming up to 4.5 minutes to go now, and it's getting desperate time here for Kannapolis. They're going to have to find a way to get the ball away.
I believe Concord has scored on every possession here in the second half. You count the
this is
the last 2 possessions, maybe the first half. No, the last one of the first half. Just an offensive juggernaut tonight. It's Robinson inside the 5 to the 3.
And the Concord fans all up and enjoying it over there. The Kannapolis fans just trying to hang on and hope they can get a turnover here. There's the toilet paper still flying around over on the Concord side.
Well, we know right now.
Oh, look at Kelly Forrest, head and shoulders above everybody else. Is he a big guy or what?
I tell you, Maurice Reese is going to have to take him out for pizza tonight after this game.
I would.
He is really,
And I mean a whole pizza now. We're talking about one of those garbage can pizzas. Got everything on it.
I think maybe a Sicilian style would do.
He's earned it.
First down and goal. Sloop try the old quarterback keep. Got about a yard.
Uh-oh, he's grabbing his leg down there. Let's hope he's okay.
Yuri on the tackle.
He's limping. Let's see what they're going to do. He's limping around down there. You know he's going to stay in if he can.
He's a tough youngster.
3.5 minutes to go.
The Ardent Wonder fans seeing their chances of a co-championship slip away as the clock winds slowly but surely.
There you go.
Off the right side, Robinson will score. What a great job of the offensive line paving the way. He was untouched.
He really was. He came to the middle like he was going to attack there. That's where everybody in the stadium thought the point of attack was going to be, and he popped it to the outside. You'll see him right here make his decision, and nobody to touch him.
Forrest took on about 3 green shirts on that right side as he sealed the end.
He's having a huge game.
It was 14-6 in favor of Kannapolis one time before, and Concord has come storming back, and now that makes 35, making 28 unanswered points for the Spiders, and they look to be on their way. 8 plays, 69 yards, 3:10 to go in the game. Along with Woody Kane, Spiders have clinched it looks like. 21-point lead with 3:10 to go. It looks insurmountable, and we got some other news we'll talk about here in just a minute.
Yeah, it's the plot thickens, so to speak.
They kind of sewed things up, but the picture cleared up a lot here in the last couple of minutes. This will be Jeremy Cook trying to get to the outside. Oh, he's played a game number 10. You got to call Jones, Damian Davis's name.
Yeah, flags everywhere, though. We're going to have one of those blocking the back behind the waist, below the knee kind of calls here.
As it stands right now, Central Cabarrus did beat East Rowan, so both these teams are in the playoffs.
That's right. This game now is just for pride. The playoff picture is clear. We know Kannapolis will make it.
So they will go, as it stands right now, as the number 2 seed on the road against those Red Raiders, defending state champions, I think.
Both these teams have seen serious defeats at the hands of High Point Andrews, so there's a history there.
And Concord will stay at home to open up the first round of the playoffs. Of course, we will have headliners for you Wednesday night. South Rowan.
Yeah,
hopefully they'll join us as well. It appears they will. That'll be 3 teams from the 6 area teams in the playoffs. That's pretty good representation around the area.
Absolutely.
Here's Allen. Looking, under pressure, goes deep. Intercepted. Brandon Helms. I don't know where his forward progress will be marked, but he got the pick. A.J. Lott, the intended receiver, and that will do just about so it.
Is there a flag down back there? I think there is.
Way back in the backfield.
Let's see what the call. They're not going to take it. It's evidently against Kannapolis.
They may have holding or something since he's working for Kannapolis. So.
I want you to look at Sean Allen. Watch how far this ball goes in the air. He's about at the 10-yard line now, and it comes down where? At the 50. So he threw that thing 40 yards in the air and across the field.
He never saw it go because there were about 1,000 pounds hitting just as he released the football.
And Coach Harden telling him, look, you're going to be around for a couple of more years. Don't get dejected or disappointed. It's only one game.
This will be the first Concord victory over Kannapolis for the Bell game since '91 when the Spiders were SBC champions. It's always come down to this, it seems like, here in this decade.
And it's been longer than that since they won here, too.
1986, so that will break a string. As the Bell will go back. This man is going back. He said, I'm going back to the end zone.
And he said, I'm not through yet.
What a game. What a game. You know, we've got our player of the game coming up at the conclusion of tonight's telecast, but it's a tough pick this week because it was total team effort. You know, it's like a machine. One thing had to click before the other kicks in gear.
And you know, we could give it to the whole Concord offensive line very easily. We could give it to Maurice Kennedy very easily. We could give it to Cody Robinson's in a big game.
Exactly. Brandon Ailes.
Yeah.
Easy Smith's had a good game, I believe, too.
Yeah, he has.
Inside a minute, 40 seconds to go on this one. They'll keep it on the ground. Number 7 busted to about the 49-yard line. Maurice nearing the 200-yard rushing mark in this game. Running behind the right side of that line most of the time tonight. Knapp was really just unable to stop.
Now that's been the key. They got an official's timeout down there on the field now. There's E.Z. Smith. A little bit calmer than when we saw him just a few moments ago, but
maybe with about 2 minutes to go in the first half, he was a little bit more concerned because this team was down by 8.
Measurement coming up here.
And once again, the chain crew with an excellent job tonight. Those boys, well, they're in good shape. 10 games into the season. Well, it's going to be about 2 lengths short. It's more 2 lengths. Come on, Mr. Referee.
Yeah.
You fudged on us a little bit.
There's the happy Concord band over there. They know they're going to get to stay home next week, and that's a great feeling in itself to know you don't have to make that long road trip to play some team you're not really very familiar with.
You just don't break your normal routine.
Yeah.
That celebration will continue into the wee hours of the morning. Tell Leroy to go kill a cow. We having a party.
That's right. Well, let's see if Chad just comes back and takes a knee here.
He's checking the huddle clock. Of course, the play clock is right in front of him.
Yeah, he can see it down there. 10, 9 seconds running down. He's going to let it go as far as he can.
So he's not taking any chances. He remembers 1989, I want to tell you. He's up 21 points, see?
He got the first down, yep.
Inside 55 seconds, it's going. The bell will go over. That will be the customary show of sportsmanship. So these seniors for A.L. Brown have never relinquished this bell. They've won it 2 years in a row, and unless they were playing when they were freshmen.
And the Concord fans are really going nuts on their side over there.
Concord, the undisputed 1994 SPC champions. They will finish the regular season 9-1, and it could have been very easily just a little tick here, tick there, 10-0. Obviously disappointment on the Wonder sidelines, and Kannapolis will live to play next week, and that's what you do. Anything can happen when you get into the playoffs. They won't even need to run another play. The celebration is starting. Let's go watch them count it down, Woody.
Oh, look at there. He's getting the bath.
There's the cannon, and here comes the wave. And the exchange of the bell will happen right here at the center of the field.
And this is a thing that the Spiders have worked for all year long. They battled through that game at Forest Hills. Kannapolis had a rocky start to their season. They battled back, and there you see the 2 head coaches and the coaching staffs exchanging.
I kind of lost the bell, didn't you?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. You can be sure of that. We'll hear it here in a minute. As soon as Concord gets it, you'll hear it.
Well, I remember a couple years ago they won it, and now at Concord, boy, they rang that thing, that clanger, that little dinger inside there, the clapper, I guess is what you call it. It was wore out, I want to tell you. Concord, the 1994 SPC champions, they'll go to the playoffs. So Brown is the number 2 seed. 35-14. Back with some post-game comments in just a minute. The bell is back.
It's in there somewhere.
For the black and gold, and Steve Gann is somewhere fieldside.
Thanks, Randy. We're here at Kelly Forest, senior Kelly Forest. Tell you what, you was in backfield all night. You opened up some holes. You was where you had to be all night long. Congratulations. Thank you. On behalf of Metro 12 and Ridgewood Homes, you're our player of the week. Appreciate it. I tell you what, it's hard to get anything out of this big guy. Again, congratulations. Coach, you make my job easy. I just come down here and hand you the microphone. You just say what you need to say.
Steve, words can't express the way we feel right now. One of the top
2 to 3 programs in the state in Kannapolis. We were fortunate enough tonight to come out and play well. Bobby Lawson broke a big run. I thought the Allen kid at quarterback played a great game. He came up and did a lot like Kenny Robinson did when he was a sophomore. He's going to have a great career. Barbie and Teal, great linebackers. I mean, they got a great team. But I'm real proud of our boys. We kind of had a long talk last night and came up here 4 years ago and got beat, and 2 years ago and got beat, and we had to come out in the second half and do some things. In the second half, we came out for a change and controlled the line of scrimmage, and we were able to win the ball game. And it's a tribute to our players. My coach is Clement Fleming, our offensive line coach, Glenn Padgett, our receivers coach, linebacker coach, and Gordon Brown coaches our defensive backs. And you know, it's just a great group to be with. Jimmy Gilreath, Foster Parker, Kevin Dimony, Danny Pike, and Tim Thomas, our JV coaches, won the JV championship last night. So I'd like to tell them how proud I am of them, our cheerleaders, our band, and our team.
Coach, like I said, you make my job easy. You come out, you spotted this guy 7 points early in the ball game. I mean, boom, and there was 7 points on the board. Then you was down by 8. What'd you tell you guys? Did anybody drop their heads? Did anybody get down at all?
No, there was a long time to go, and we just had to keep playing hard, and good things would happen if we kept playing hard. And fortunate for us tonight, it was our night. A lot of their kids came up to me after the game and told me, said, "Coach, we'll see you in the playoffs." And you know, that's worked before, and those things happen, and you know, it may happen again. We're just glad to get out of this ball game, and we look forward to the state playoffs now.
I tell you, you know, anytime you go through this conference undefeated like you guys did, you got your hands full next week. Next week, some good teams coming up.
Well, Winston-Salem Glenn has a great team, and they do a great job. Their coaches are here tonight. We're going to talk a little bit. We'll exchange film. We'll evaluate them, and then we'll start next week at home at Concord. And, you know, now it's sudden death. We kind of felt that way all year, but this group of seniors, our 7 seniors of Lee Black, Maurice Kennedy, who rushed for over 200 yards tonight, Chad Sloop, our quarterback, of course, Damian Davis, Ray Spratt, Kelly, and then what a great job Cortez Robinson did of running the ball in key situations. He scored 2 big touchdowns for us, and our offensive line, defensive line played well.
Coach, again, congratulations on a big W. I know you feel good about it. We'll let you get to your team.
Thanks, Steve, and I'd just like to say God bless everyone, and we thank you for being here tonight. And if you weren't here, it was one of the most exciting games it's ever been, and you know, this is a great rivalry, 2 great towns, 2 great teams, and I'd like to wish Bruce the best of luck as they go into the playoffs, and he's got a class program. He's a class man. I'm proud to call him my friend and his coaching staff, and I'd like to just thank my family for supporting me all these years. Thank you, Steve.
Again, congratulations. Okay, guys, back to you.
Okay, we'll be back to take a look at those final stats in detail to see how Concord really went going away. They were running away for sure. Back in just a minute. Spiders reign as the champions here in 1994, Woody, and when you look at the stats, you will know why. The Wonders right there, even balanced, but nothing much in the second half.
Yeah, they really were contained there in the second half. They had no yards rushing in the fourth quarter. They lost 19 yards rushing there in the third quarter. 206 total. 2 keys to look at here, according to our stat man, Ronnie Moon. Only 3 first downs for the Wonders, remember that, and 3 turnovers for Kannapolis. There you see the passing, 3 out of 6. 2 penalties for 20 yards and 4 punts. But remember the 3 turnovers and the 3 first downs. Now let's flip it and compare that. You see Concord, 21 first downs and no turnovers. And look at that yardage. 321 on the ground, 114 in the air, 435 yards of total offense. That is just tremendous. You get that and you're going to win games. Yeah, that's tremendous.
Kennedy unofficially 194 yards rushing. Bobby Lawson finished with 101 yards rushing. Everything